Hey everyone, finally we come to the final part of this series, final episode of this from fast API to generative AI. And today we will be looking at just bring pieces together, right? We will use the vector database search and we will use the search results to generate an answer. As you remember previously, so everything comes from our business app, and it's a very simple business app powered by fastapi. Although we didn't demonstrate how we use fastapi to change data, to manage data. That will come later. But we do have a application which lists all the 10 Chinese popular cuisines here, and its price and its availability. And given this data, we want to create a chatbot, right? So we will do exactly that today. So in our generative AI app, we want to create our own ChatGPT, which can answer the questions given the data, right? And we already have this search function, and we will use this search function in the chat function. So in the end, we will be able to run this script and create a API service out of it. So let's jump right into that. So we can define a function chat, which takes a user query in string and outputs a string. So of course we can we need to prepare the context for the search result, right? So we just simply call this function we already done in the part 3. And we need to generate a response to see if it can generate something for us. Okay, so you see now ChatGPT can really do a lot of job for you, right? It will just complete the code for you if you give him the prompt. So we prepare the context from search results and we generate a response. As you see, now the cursor already using the latest API from OpenAI, which is the response API. So previously you will see something like probably OpenAI client.chat.completion. So previously you will see something like this, but now I highly recommend that all of us, so we all migrate to response API in our new project. So because this is just too long, and the response API is much cleaner. Just a client response and create. It will. So in our case, it just accepts the model and the input variables. So the model, we will be using this GPT-4o mini just to reduce the cost, right? And for this input, it also introduced the developer role instead of the system. So I'm as a developer, you as a developer, you give the ChatGPT instructions. So your role as a developer, you can tell him you are an assistant. Please answer the question based only on the provided context. And as the user content will consist two parts. One is the question, one is the context provided here. So, and eventually we'll just output the output text from our responsive model. Okay, and then let's just run it, test the script, see how it works. Okay, first it will search for similar results, and as we are asking for mapo tofu, it will answer the price of mapo tofu from the database. And from the database, it's not currently available, which is consistent to our mapo tofu. We have the price and the availability is false. So generating answer is very simple, right? And our next step is to generate a API. So the code is already here. So if you know something about a fast API, I will do some more detailed video about fast API. And this is a fastapi app, and we want to launch another fastapi app just to show you that fastapi is very powerful. You can add some router. Basically, this router will just call the chat function that we just created here. So this router is doing nothing, just calling the function, creating a chat endpoint and calling the function. And this main file is the entry point for our fastapi. So you can include as many routers as you want, and then you do a simple HTML response. Just follow the instruction. We can run it. We can run it locally. We can open our thing. We can go to the folder, and we can just simply run it. It will run at 8008. Then we can open our 8008. This will be the part 4. This is another fastapi app which provides the chat API. Okay, once you run it, you can also have this docs running, and you will see fastapi provide very powerful just testing platform that you can test your endpoint. We can try it out. Basically, you just copy the answer here, copy the question here, you just execute, and it should generate exactly the same result as we tested our script. Okay, now you have a perfect API that is available to your teammate. If you work as a background developer, then your job is done, right? And finally, so I leave some exercise. So if you are new to this, so you see, so we are running this API service module locally, and of course you can put it into your Docker here. You can just add another app. So you can add app API, right? You can add this app API, and I will leave this as a exercise for you. If you like my video, please subscribe, and the more serious modularized content will come in the future. Okay, bye bye.